Kickback Tuesday, man. What's happening? Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully everybody's all as well. Everybody's just chilling, hanging out, getting home from work, resting, enjoying the sun, man. California sun is beautiful. Rain last week, sunny this week. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of everything over here, man. Vitamin D all day. What's up, yo? Just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, babe. Drinking that nice H2O. Exciting time, man. I'm telling you. I get home. How many of us like it when we come home? We just relax, right? Change, kick off the shoes on, put the chanclas on, slippers. Yeah, you can have a t-shirt off, or you can have a tank top. Whatever's comfortable for you guys. Man. It's happening, man. It's happening, world. World's crazy right now. The world is crazy. I got no errands to run. Like I said, just went to work today. Just came back. I was thinking about going kicking back at the lake. But nah. Just kicking it at home, relaxing. Cleaned up a little bit this weekend. It was raining this weekend. So 323, the Gardens, what's up, dog? Thanks for tapping in, bro. How's your afternoon or your evening going, depending where you're at, right? Maybe across the world, you never know. Just chilling, man. Play some jams real quick, you know. See what the fam bam's doing. All the real ones. Just right here, man, like I said. Man, just did a lot of my chores this weekend, man. Did my laundry. Able to go out now, was just kicking it for the rest of the week. I was thinking about, like I said, going to the lake. I still might go to the gym though. I've been lacking in the gym for 2 weeks, man. Might go live over there to tell you the truth. What y'all doing, man? Got 1,000 in. 323 the cadence.
That's weird. There you are. Hi, it's
Play a little bit of Evelyn Champagne. Yeah. Tap in with her and see. What's up, G? It's good. It's going good. My boy, I like tuning good music. Good times, keeping it real. The reals, man. We'll kick it back a little bit, listen to a little bit of Evelyn Champagne. Get a groove right here in Boyle Heights. Oh, no way, dog. Boyle Heights? All right, shout out to Boyle Heights, man. Where'd you grow up at, bro? You grew up at State Park, bro. Right across from the park, bro. Went to Bridge Elementary. And then from there, I moved. I went to City Terrace. Wow, shout out to Boyle Heights, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Got 3,000 in, man. Tap in. Hit that like button on the way in. You see? Right here in Boyle Heights, man. Shout out to Boyle Heights. That's my home right there, man. Right there on Brooklyn Avenue, man. I know that's Brooklyn. I remember Best Buy. I remember they had the Nike store right there. Shakey's is a spot, right? Let's go Shakey's. The gyms right there, the gyms, there's Team Taquas right there. I don't even know, that's back in the day, bro. Stayed on Benito, no way, bro. roll call, dog. Roll call, dog. I was over there this weekend to tell you the truth. I just passed by. But yeah, man, it's like this. Good old State Park, man. Old neighborhood. Yeah, man. About everybody else. Beautiful weather, man. You know, I enjoy it. Can't wait for the pool, man. Got the pool going. Got the barbecue pit, man. I'm ready, man. Got my ice chest. Woo! I remember seeing your interview. Much love, Big G. Oh, all right. Yeah. That's right. Which one? Mario Driven? Yeah, Mario Driven, or which one was it? Like I said, man, shout out to everybody that gave me a chance. Put me out there. Some good people. Mario Driven and Big Romo. I think I said a couple, you know what I mean? Interviews I did pretty much self-explain where I grew up at. Yeah. I had my uncle that day when we went over there. Yeah, but I haven't seen that one either. Hopefully took it down, man. I don't know why. I know he wants to run it back, so we might run it back. I'm gonna go back and do another video, man, but just I'll see why not. Right? I'll see why not do another video. Update, let people know what's up, I guess, you know. A lot of stories, man. A lot of stories to be told, man. Just, that park was crazy, bro. Like I said, I tell a lot of people, hey, like, man, you had to be there in the 80s, man. These guys would be selling dope right in the front, man. Like, that ain't no thing, just like a movie. And I would sit on the little stairs right there in my grandmother's porch, right? And I was right across the street from the park, so there used to be a lot of homies. They used to just be kicking it right there at the park. So, just imagine as a young kid, as you see in the movies, you just see all these little teenagers and young adults, you know what I'm saying? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them. And they're just doing their thing, man, right? And back then, in the early 80s, in the mid-80s, it was Frios, man. It was PCP, so there's a lot of PCP juice. There's a lot of Google going around. So, like I said, I mentioned, I remember a family member of mine, used to buy a pound, man. It's crazy, right? And this individual used to take it, under my grandma's house, man. So not knowing that there was the house was gonna smell like PCP, bro. So our whole house used to smell, right? And then my mom and my aunts, they used to party, they used to buy from my uncle. I ain't gonna lie, my mom and all them, they were all from the 70s. They used to go down Whittier Boulevard. Actually, Whittier Boulevard cruising used to be on Lake Lake. If you tell people back in the days, there was a lot of cruising down Lake and Whittier. It's like going down Paramount Rosemead, right? Turning to Lake Lake. Well, anyways, like I said, my uncle just, or the family member, broke it down into, ounces, whatever. And the individual started just getting rid of it. But I remember my whole house, man, used to smell like PCP, bro. It was freaking crazy. And I was the oldest of the cousins that were right there because my mom used to live there, my aunt used to live there, so me and my cousin. At that time, my mom and my aunt, they were right there just soul searching, having boyfriends, a few of them, at certain times. So I used to date all kinds of dudes back in the days, man. So I remember, like I said, let me see, man, the legends, the legends. So I remember, like I said,
download the Rouse app and enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons.
San Benito, right? Across from San Benito is Sheridan. I was on Sheridan.
Like a Michael Kors watch for 60%
like I said,
off.
man,
Or
at a
a
young age, you just see all these guys. But before that, they used to have carnivals at the park. They used to have gatherings, baseball.
Shop
They used
these
to have
Mother's
a
Day
baseball.
deals at Curacao
They
today.
had a little, they used to have a gym before. They used to have a gym, but they said that, some enemy guys came by and they burned it down. So then they ended up building the gym that they had there before they built a new one. So like from my understanding, that's like a third renovation. Actually, State Park is like kind of run by the Clippers, or used to be, to tell you the truth. So like as I mentioned, you know, I used to see all these cars, you know, roll up. And I just see these guys coming out of the gate, you know, and they used to just come out. They used to hide their little bottles, you know, they're like 50 pour, 100 pour, 150 pour, right? So they used to hide them in the grass, man. So next thing you know, that place just started to be, I remember, you know, there was a death there, you know, there was a shooting before, everything just got wild. And then that's how it kicked off in the 80s. I remember these guys were selling dope, but they were also banging at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So you remember the church carnivals? Yeah, the church carnivals are crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? They're everywhere. They're still around too, man. Young Hitler in the building. That's you, Big B. How's your day? It's going, brother. It's going, man. You know, I'm just reminiscing with the homie right there. 323, because like, yeah, I'm grip in the park right there too. So we're just saying a little story, saying a little stories, how it was in the beginning. We're just trying to give you guys a little idea, right? So like I said, as a kid, I'm just seeing all these guys, you know, people coming up. First it was a big dope thing. You know, that was a feather right there, you know what I mean? They were trying to Google. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they were a clique and all that. And then after a certain individual got murdered, you know? And then that's when they really, you know, kicked it off, man. It's like 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, like before the 90s. It was bad, man. So in the summertime, like right now, in the springtime, you know, the freaks come out at night. And then not to mention that, you know, weather sometimes plays role on who's coming in, who's coming out. You go to Arizona, nobody's out during the day because, you know, it's freaking, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like 100-something degrees. So, you know, after, you know, so think about it. You know, everybody stays in, and when the nighttime comes out, because I have people that live there in Arizona, they tell me, they say that everybody just comes out at night because it's so damn hot in the suburbs. So that's the way it was over there, you know? You can't hear. The music is too loud. Oh, all right, dang. Appreciate that, Barnes. Shout out to Barnes. That was just, like I said, playing oldies. But anyhow, like as I mentioned at the park, right? They used to so there in the nighttime, you know, there was a couple. It started with a couple of shootings. You know, they used to be shootings at the park because they were trying to, you know, shoot at the homies from the parque. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, living right there, sitting right there in front of the porch, you know, and just looking at all the transactions, all the action going on. You seen everything live. You know, it's just everything was just jumping. So it was like a big circus, man. This wasn't even just Saturday and Sunday or Friday. That was just the tipping point of what just occurred. But during the week, it was just all like that too. So, man, like I tell you, these guys used to play football, man. I mean, they had some crazy shootouts. So leading to the story of what I'm trying to say is that, you know, we used to sleep on the floor. You know, we used to sleep on the floor, you know, because there was so many shootings, at least for like 2 or 3 years in a row. It was vicious, man. And it was crazy. It was pretty scary, man, because there was a story, you know, one time me and my cousins were kicking it in the front for some reason. You know, like I said, we were sitting on the steps. You know, for some reason, something told my cousin, like, hey, go inside. It was like time to go inside. You just feel that vibe right there. You know, there was a heavy presence, you know what I mean, a different kind of vibe, drugs, violence, gangs and stuff. It was just crazy. So within that time we walked in, some guy came and crashed inside, you know, and right in front of the porch we were kicking at, and he hit the tree, right? We used to have a big old palm tree in front of my grandma's house, right? The guy just finished smoking, you know what I mean, a frio, and he got all pedo, and out of all the houses, you know, he crashed into ours. And that's the things we used to see, you know, as we were up. Lucky Loco, what's happening, man? Thanks for tapping in. So that's the things we used to see, right? So you see how the epidemic is. You see how all the drugs are right now, especially fentanyl, man. It's a bad one, you know what I'm saying? You know, people are hanging over. Imagine seeing people at a park, you know, same thing, zombies. So, you know, when it seems to me, when I see these drugs that are coming in, they're all bad, you know what I'm saying? From marijuana all the way to, you know, to the tip of the point, you know, from LSDs and everything that happens, you know what I'm saying? All the freaking psychedelic drugs and all that stuff, it's all bad, you know? The only way to keep your body purified is be pure, you know? And we all struggle with it, trust me, man. Whether now or we're younger, most of us have done drugs, you know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, that's just the way it is. But some drugs are heavier than others. I hate to say it, you know, not to say it's better, but some drugs are heavier than others. But I used to see the whole park, man. People just like zombies, bro. People freaking out. People on the curbs, you know what I mean? They'll be on the curb and the guy's all like, I'm gonna jump. And I'm like, dude, like, how far are you gonna jump, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go no far, bro. But it's just like, you know, once you're sedated and you're under some kind of other droga, man, so some of that stuff is crazy, bro. So, like I said, this guy, I remember Rocky, Vietnam Rocky, right? This guy called Rocky, he's from State Street 2, he's a Vietnam veteran. And he used to put he used to get the trash cans, those metal trash cans in the parks, you know what I'm saying? And then after he would put all kinds of like, you know, wood or paper or just trash, and then he would just start burning them up. And you see the park, he used to have like 5 barrels, 6 barrels sometimes. And then he would just like, I think I mentioned this before, but he would just start saying like, hey, like calling out names, the Viet Cong sergeant, this, or it was just crazy what he was saying. But he demonstrated and put that whole park like if it was a war zone, dude. And then next door there was a duplex. So the homies used to kick it right there too. They used to be like 15, 20 deep. So me and my cousins, we used to just look out the window and it was like cops live, you know what I'm saying? Because not only was there shootings, like I said, these guys would come and they were just la 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 la, and you could hear them hitting the gate. So after that guy crashed, going back to the story, he crashed, and then my family ended up putting a wrought iron gate, a big one. So that's where it's at right now. It's just different from, you know how one of those 70 shows or movies, you see the house, the fence, you know, the gray, one of those old gray fence. Now they got wrought iron fences and stuff like that. So what they end up putting. My grandfather had a brother or a cousin that, you know, used to do that, owned a business, so they ended up putting that up. So it was just like, so just picture that. But during all that time, you know, like I said, it started getting, you know, when drugs are involved and, you know, gangs, you know, they start a certain group, they started making money. It just went wild from that. It just went ballistic. Just like a nuclear bomb just went boom. And now, you know, next you know, there was like 30, 40 dudes from State Park, right? And then next you know, there used to be some on one block, like on San Benito, and then some would be right there on Sheridan, right in front of the park. You know, they used to kick back and take care of the park. And then you would just hear every night, man, whether they're from Hazard, from White Fence, Primera, Tiny Boys, you know, Breed Street, Michigan, you know, Little East Side, you know, State Street didn't really get along with no Cam, Fickett. Well, it was Fickett back then. If you guys know that Fickett Street, you know, used to be, Campsters used to be called Fickett Street and Soda Street. But then, I guess they went and they merged and they started calling it Campsters right there, you know. But that's all original, Soda and Fickett Street, to tell you the truth. Let me see. Hello. You enjoying this nice weather? I am. We're listening to some music. Big B's telling a little bit of his stories from back in the day when he was a little boy. You know, growing up right there in the neighborhood. Tally Savale says Wabash. Oh man, Tally, this whole time you're from our area, or you know what you're talking about, man. And you act funny sometimes. I knew there was a reason why. But anyhow, man, welcome to the channel. Yes, Maxine, I am enjoying the weather. Hope you are too. It's just boom. Every day, you know, sunny. It's gonna be sunshine and rain from here, you know. But yeah, so like I said, and they used to shoot at the house like crazy, man. And we used to hear like that's why, you know, you start, you know, those kind of PTSDs, they start young, man, you know. You know, I remember my aunt and them used to get scared, man. Those things was just the earthquakes, just like we had big earthquakes in the 80s too. I remember that. We used to sleep at the park. The Northwich one, the Whittier one. I think there was even one before that. It was like an early one in 82 or something. I remember in the 80s there was like 2 or 3 big earthquakes. Even in the early 90s there was that one in Whittier and so forth. And I was living in City Terrace that time, top of the hill right there in Garrity. You know, so, and then the second floor of the apartment. So I remember that shook like it was like 7 in the morning. I was ready to go to work, man. I see my mom. My mom got shocked, man. My mom, have you ever seen people get shocked, man? Let me tell you, shockness is real, man. When you're so scared, your body ain't gonna move, man. I see my homies getting shocked, man. You know, I had to go over there, grab them. It's just boom. When trauma comes, it comes fast, man. Right? It's unexpected for most cases. You know, you don't go out there and anticipate. Hey, I don't expect to die today. You know what I mean? You should. You know what I mean? Nah, not really. But nobody's expecting, you know, but some of us, we put ourselves in that situation, right? You know, if you sign up to be a gang member, you already know the trauma, you should know there's trauma coming in the front, you know? You got so much resentless and so much anger, you're just ready to fight back. That's the whole purpose, right? Looking for some love, I guess. But yeah, man, I remember just there used to be the shootings were all like, cause there used to be like I said, we used to live across the street from the park, right? And there was like 3 other Jews that used to live like right there within that facility, and so they knew, people who were on patrol, man. They were on the ops. They knew where to go, and it just happened to be in front of my grandmother's house, man. It was just like boom, 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 boom. It was just crazy. It was like a war zone, man. To tell you the truth, and man, that part would never leave, man. It just I seen some, at a young age, man, see some guys get his guts blown off, man. It's crazy. They said who did it. They already knew they were warned. It was like a movie, man. It was like a movie. You just see a guy in the back, he had the beanie, skinny little dude, dark complected. The guy in the front, light complected, short little dude right in the car. They're just like, it's real low. It was just crazy, dude. Like a movie. And next thing you know, as a little kid, you're sitting in front of I'm saying like in the park, right? Because we used to go straight, we used to play in the weekend, we used to play baseball, football. They had carnivals there, man. They used to have the piss pool. If you grew up in that area, it was like a little, maybe a half-foot pool, right? And they used to, all the kids in the neighborhood, back in the days, they used to get food at the parks, They used to have Lunchables for the low income, right? At 12 o'clock, go get your lunch, I remember my grandma, hey, go get your lunch, cabrón, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna cook nothing, That was funny. We used to go get our lunch, and then after we used to go play at the, the park, the swings and everything, the merry-go-round. We used to, those old school merry-go-round, those old ones, and we used to get on, and then everybody be pushing them, holding on to the edge, and then you fly off or you jump off, and they had the little pool right there. The whole community, man, it's the whole water was right there. So all the kids, that we used to call it the piss pool, because it'd be clean during the day. It had a long, like a water hose, like shootout, it should come out heavy, and all the kids used to be in the edge, and you used to hold the water. And summer, growing up was cool, man. It really was cool, man. It was like that 70s show, to tell you the truth, right? The early 80s were cool, man, A lot of stuff was different back then. They had early morning cartoons, like G.I. Joe's, Transformers, Even for the girls, they had My Little Pony, Smurfs, and all that. You had to grow up at that time. It was cool. There was really no cell phones or nothing. There ain't no YouTube. You know what I'm saying? No internet. Now it's crazy. You get to interact. We get to chill, kick it. You know what I'm saying? You get to see what I'm doing. I'm sharing mine. I'm sharing myself and what I do. I'm showing you guys my experience. You got 9,000 in with 3,000 likes. Come on, people. Hit that like. Don't be a stranger, man. Let me read some of your comments, man. Let me see. My bad. You guys are just starting to go now. Enjoying the beautiful day. Yes, I am. The weather's beautiful. Maxine, Telly, Savalas, Wabash, 323. No, that's right. Nay, love, Big D. Please tell Monica. Says she's all right. Yes, I was on the 6th floor when hit that 4.6 earthquake, California. Yeah, there's been a few of them here, man. The Fume. What's up, Big D? What's cracking, my boy? My brother's facts. I remember seeing a picture of the old park before it burned down. Crazy. Yeah. The best times, Big D. I'm proud to be from the time in that life, bro. Yeah, man. Like I said, I went to Bridge, man. I know where Prospect Park's at, you know what I mean? Right there, Clarence Street, right, TMC. I walked all those streets right there, bro, Like up and down. I know where First Street's, the Placita, Mariachi, the corner. Man, still got more content to do in LA. That's what I'm saying. Hey, we're the homies, we're the homegirls who do it, man, I go way back, man. Like I said, it wasn't Cesar Chavez, it was Brooklyn. Times have changed. They had the Nike store back then. I'm telling you, King Taco, it was a beautiful scenery, but at a certain time, it came destructive, man. It came violence, there was poverty at that time, so you had a lot of kids. My uncle, my family member, my uncle, he had a mother, my grandfather. Why the hell was he on the streets for? I didn't understand that. At a young age, I didn't understand anything, to tell you the truth. But he had his mom and his dad. I did it. I didn't realize my dad was dead forever until I was like 12 or 13. I realized it. But yeah, man, they used to have carnivals at the park, man. It was beautiful, man. I remember Coach Richard. If you grew up right there, everybody knows Richard, man. Richard was at the park for like years. He was the coach of everything. He held that park. I think he run that park, to tell you the truth, man. But like I said, then it started getting crazy, man. It started selling dope. Then they started having raids there. I remember, man, they raided man, I seen some crazy raids right there at the park, man, Crazy. A guy selling, Fruta. The other guy walking down like a businessman with a business suit. These other two guys acting like joggers. It was just crazy. Next thing you know, it's just a whole merch, a whole group of cops, man. You know, from every department, FBI, Ghetto Bird. I remember the Ghetto Bird used to be there crazy at that park every day, man. Crazy, man. There's always something going on. I'm telling you, people coming up with convertibles. You know, girls 4 car deep in a Mustang convertible, right? I see the homie Taco Man, right? Just jump in there, you know, and just like, hey, make some room for me. Jump in the middle, let's go. He's already dipping the cigarette. He's having like that, pulling it out. It was all money. It was all business, man. You know, people wanted to party, man, so they knew where to go. You know, State Street put that hookah on the map. There's songs that people know that, man. So that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. You know, my whole experience and my lifestyle, it came off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like my uncle said, like, hey, you should have been from the hood. You should have been from State Street. You grew up right there in Boyle Heights, eh? But like I said, you know, my grandparents ended up getting divorced, eh? So my grandmother wanted to be towards her mom, my great grandma, in Whittier. So that's how I ended up in Whittier. So I have roots in Whittier too. It's not like I just went from here to there and I just got in the Glica. And I have roots in Whittier. And that's how my thing ended up in Whittier. And then everything that pretty much me and my cousins learned from my uncle and all that neighbor growing up, it was like destiny, man. You know, it was crazy because the way our mothers were, you know, how they were growing up partying and all that. It was cause and effect. You already know what it is. Cause and effect, man. That should have been the title today, the thumbnail. Cause and effect, man. You know? Your daddy smokes, most likely you're gonna smoke. You know, your mom's alcoholic, most likely you're gonna be alcoholic. You know, it's just, I ain't saying it happens all the time, man. It's just, it's a replica, right? You know, you're gonna have face all kinds of challenges and stuff, like, you know, go through a lot of social, you know, challenges, you know, abandonment, you know, not feeling love, rejection, you know, always getting yelled at, put down, you know, not paid attention. I started finding out later on in life, man, that I had abandonment issues. Sad to say, hey, but I'm keeping it real, dog, you know. Hey, keeping it real means like, hey, keeping it honest, right? That's the whole aspect of it, man, you know. I'm just keeping it honest, should I say, you know. Because I realized, you know, I hadn't have a dad, and my mom, she was never there, so it's just like, you know, I felt like neglection, you know. So I have neglection problems. This is my wife tells me, abandonment issues, eh? It's messed up, eh? Oh my God, man. It takes forever for like that to heal, eh? You know what I'm saying? It takes forever for stuff like that to heal, man. Because in reality, that's why people talk about facts. No, I'm talking about reality. Reality, you know, the truth. I mean, the truth never changes. Reality, you know, facts change all the time. I keep telling you guys that, man. I have to live with the reality that, man, my father is just gone since day one. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And that's always gonna take a tone in my life, you know. It always will be. It always be. It's not like I call my phone like many of y'all and say, "Hey, Dad, how you doing today?" You know, some of us say you have your fathers alive and all that. Still don't talk to your fathers or your mothers or your brothers and sisters. You know, just keep it honest. For whatever reason, man. But it's a lot of times all BS. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Always got to be the better person. You know, that's what keeping it real means. Being the better person. I'm saying go up to those challenges, man. Be the divert, you know, be the opposite. You know, when they tell you not to come, show up. You know what I'm saying? I've done it many times, you know what I mean? Many times, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. You got something to say? Right here. No violence. No, I'm good. But let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's say, okay, right. Let's go to 323. I remember seeing a picture of the old park before it burned down. Crazy, yeah. You see what I mean? The best times, Big D. I'm proud to be from that time in life, bro. For sure, crazy. Keep talking, one of the best. Tell us about it. Speak on Mr. Criminal, please. Your thoughts. Big D have and Monica been to that spot, Frisco's car shop in Whittier. Yeah, the one right there on what's that? Glengarry or what was that? Greenleaf, right? On Greenleaf. Are you talking about that one, Nayla? Clop Shop, Puente Hills was from my favorite. Also Peppers, and of course Luminari is quite freaking Tally, I never knew you were local, dog. I always thought like you were from that region, whether you're from Central or up north. That's funny. You're playing cool songs right now. I'm at work listening. That's right. Yeah, I didn't realize that about myself. I didn't have my dad for years in and out my life out there smoking. Yeah, man, we do. I don't club it anymore, but a tiger never changes his stripes. I'm so young and love to dance. Yeah, man, you know, we get better with wine, man. That's why I tell my wife I feel good right now. At 47, I'll be 48 this year, man. You know, people tell me, hey, Big D, you look all right, dog, you know. You look young. Like, yeah. You know, party, you don't party too much, you know. That's feeding me, you guys are listening to. I had to lower the radio. They said, Barbie said I was playing it too loud. Shout out to Barbie, eh? But yeah, man, I didn't go to clubs. I was not really a clubber. We be clubbing. It never was my style, man. I was just too busy looking good. Oh my God, that's messed up, man. I was too busy on the boulevard. I was looking for some real action, man. There was a different way where I had a release, you know. I was able to, you know, if you tell a man, you pull a man behind the trigger, man, and he's really trying to like do something, you get a little like, you know, how could I say it? It's more, I didn't have time to think about, you know, I mean, the girls came on the weekends, don't get me wrong, but not for relationships. I didn't have time for relationships. All the homies were like that, you know, it's crazy. They just have, you know what it is, man, just girls, just like Stacy, girls just keep coming and coming, just kept coming and coming and coming. You know, I remember we used to kick back right there on Whittier, right? And who remembers the payphones, right? The phone booths. We used to be in there like in Britain, man, like Superman. We used to have our own number and everything. It was crazy. Right? Homies would get up in the morning, you know, or we'd be up all night. You know, you gotta understand, man. You know, methamphetamine was real powerful in the '90s. You know, it was crack. It was crack in the '80s. It was PCP. You know, LSD. And then after in the '90s, it was still Pierda, man. I remember smoking a lot of crack. You a crackhead, fool? I'm a crackhead, homie. I allegedly was. I'm keeping it real, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Why I got a light of cake here, homie? Yeah. I got a lot of cake to people. Yeah, I smoked a lot of rocks. Primos. Starts out with Primos, right? Throw a little rock inside the weed. And next thing you know, man, it was just getting next thing you know, freebasing. All bad, eh? But then after that, you know, I was able to kick it to tell you the truth because homies started regulating it. Homies used to give chequeadas. Hey, if you used to follow that, you're free basing it. Oh man, we used to get. But that was weird, you know, coming from drugs and all that stuff. And you used to get regulated for doing drugs in a certain drug, right? You can't be a basehead, but you could be a tweaker. Everybody was a tweaker, but you're on a mission. That's why, man. Like I said, we'd be like crazy what I grew up and I saw. That's the way me and my family my primos end up being. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was just like, boom, we'd be on the bikes. And if you guys know, a lot of you guys never been to prison. I know you guys listen to all these prison channels and you can't really, you know, they tell you their footage and their thing how being locked up. I'm telling you how I just been in the streets. I've been in Condado. I've been in county, you know, many times. County lived here, you know, 8 months here, 9 months. Like, my next ticket is to freaking prison. To tell you the truth. They say, you guys keep me cool, right? That's my next ticket. I got in trouble in San Diego, too, right? In good old San Diego. Anyhow. Like I said, going back, you know, we should be out there just doing all kinds of crazy things, man, on a good one. So, you know, even the methamphetamine was different from back then to the way it is now. And then we had a homie,
I went in,
right, that was able to freaking, you know,
Xiaflex.
got into business and was able to
schedule the appointment.
Like,
about 2 weeks later,
doing this thing, man.
gave me the
So
Xiaflex
back then, you know, we were
bandaged my
more
hand,
like, you know,
and then I went
we really
back the
didn't sell.
following
We're more
day with a finger
gangbangers, drug
extension.
users, not in
It
that
was
portion, but
encouraging
party.
to
You know,
me
I mean, we
that
party with a lot
it's
of
an
girls
option
too.
if it starts drawing my fingers in on
Oh,
my
a
left hand.
lot of girls.
I'd
You know what
do
I'm
it
saying?
again.
That's just
I mean,
part of the notion. You know what I'm saying? It's just every neighborhood goes through that, some more than others. But for us, it was fun because I'm talking about Boyle Heights State Street, all the action. Now we're on Whittier Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? So things are a lot different, people. You know what I mean? We were actually like, you know, from here across the street. You know what I'm saying? We're on Whittier Boulevard just doing our thing. So there was on a Tuesday, get numbers. On a Thursday night, get numbers. On a Friday night, you know, we partying, you know what I'm saying? Saturday night, party again, you know. Sunday night, one more time. It was just crazy, man. It was just crazy, eh? You know, growing up right there, just like I said, I gave you a little portion how it was in Boyle Heights and stuff, you know. And then I was a young kid at that time, right? I was looking at everything, contemplating, you know what I'm saying? Memorizing and taking notes. And be like, damn, one of these days I'm gonna be like my family member. You know, one of these days just anticipating because I didn't see no future in it, you know. It's just, you know, my mom was already, like I said, man, she was already on her way doing her own things. I was already the black sheep of the family, man. It's just crazy. No pops, no dad. I was full-fledged. I caught it, you know, because I seen what I seen, the faction, the hood, the streets, man. I was in the streets all the time. Remember back in the days? So my mom wasn't there, so I'd be on the park all day. You know, and then way too freaking, you know, to the late, how they say, the lights come out, you know? Wait for the lights to come out. Then used to go back, grandma used to have food, get up, consistent, go to freaking, you know, school, go to Bridge, right? Go to Bridge Elementary, and then boom, next thing you know, my mom got married, dog. That's how I ended up moving to City Terrace. Right there in Debbie Loma, that's why I know City Terrace pretty good too, man. Salvador Junior High, Lower Maravilla, Gage Maravilla, Gage Boys first. You guys talk about Cinco Puntos, you guys talk about Latino, the two, like, man. I really don't understand. And like back in the days, like Latino, and like it's crazy how this new era, you know, this century has came about and been run by a movie, you know, like, oh, this is a spot. There's many spots out there in LA. You know, Flat Tops, you guys even heard of Flat Tops. Flat Tops is a spot. MacArthur Park, you know, it's a spot. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, I don't know if that's a single of East LA, dude, but they say it because I don't think it's a boom. Controversy, but, you know, just, yeah, I could take any of y'all, we'll go take a picture and be like, is it? Like, yeah, okay, they took that movie right here, hey, you know? That's why I live that, man. On that little area, in that little region. Just talk about it, just talk about it. Who's in here? My bad, dog. We're just talking too much. Get excited, man. Let me see, hold on, guys. So Pete Dogs with my thing. Confession time. Hey, you know what I mean? We just say, what do you call it? Yeah, Pete Dog talk. Hey, nobody talking about Pete Dog. Yeah, Pete Dog, you know, with a lovely, you dip it too. I like PCP though. I'm serious, man. I used to hate PCP. How many used to smoke PCP? I like solid, man. Flip C, what's up, Flip? What's happening, homie? Thanks for tapping in, man. You guys go check out Flip C's channel. Keisha, Dunkin' Joint, you know. Crusted, what's up, Crusted? Boy, that big dude, my brother. There it is, you know. Call it what it is. That's a homie who does it right there. Crusted one, Flip C's another homie who does it. Damn. Keisha's a homegirl who does it. Barbie, shout out to Barbie, what's up? Drunken Shit, what's up? That's another brother who does it. What's up, man? Thanks for time. Traveling Charlie, that's another brother who does it. See, all my real ones are right here, yeah. Hey, Chef. Charlie, what's up, Flip C? My other brother. My other brother. Fume, what's up? Thanks for tapping in, Fume, man. You guys go check in Fume's channel. You guys drop your channels, man. And you guys, you know, you got 13,000 with 6,000 likes. Come on. T-Buzz, yeah, you know, T-Buzz, yeah, you know, T-Buzz is in here, Rose in here. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for sharing, please remember to hit the, yeah, por favor. Trying to send mine to all of you. Yeah, apologies, spread over. Offending anybody. Like who, dog? You ain't said nobody. We got 16,000 in now. 6,000 likes. Flip, who's you piss off, dog? You know what I mean? Yeah, we family right here, dog. The Crusted Jason, they love 7 more to 1,000, man. Yeah, Crusted, man. Hey, you guys go tap into my Crusted joint, man. He's 7 away from $1,000. Let's hop him on. Let's let the homie get paid, eh? Crusted's always up, man, you know. Flip, you know Crusted. Crusted will fall asleep on YouTube, dog. On YouTube. man. That's why everybody says that. There you go, Fume. Drop it like it's hot, man. Drop these channels, man. We, like I said, we come in here, you know. But dude, like I have many stories to tell, man. Like, man, dude, like I want to start a series of something, you know, but I want to actually do it in the hood. But you know, I want to, you know, but I gotta be careful, man, you know, because you know you get caught slipping. I get caught slipping, and sometimes doing stuff like YouTube, you want to go through the mile way, you know, and that's what it is. And I use my, you know, when I came out on that video a long time ago, like 30 years ago, 30 something plus years ago. That's like my reference, you know. That's like my paperwork. Eh? You know, there's not too many of us who were on that video. And like I said, if you look at it, California Prison Bound, you know, it shows the black community and the brown community. There was really no white community, to tell you the truth, or anything other different Asian community. It just goes to show you, you know, how it was in the 90s, man. So go check it out, man. California Prison Bound. And I advise you to watch the whole video. And if you see Big D, then come. If you see me on there, then come back and then to this video, and then leave a comment. Oh man, Crusted, what's up, big dog? What you up to? It's crack-a-lack. You on your way home? Let's see the shirtless loco. A shirtless loco, homie. You know, it's hot, homie. You know what I mean? Don't be embarrassed, dog. I'll take my shirt off, dog. If I got a little rubber behind it, you know, hey, you don't got to look this way. But if I don't, you know, take a picture, it lasts longer. Oh, my God. Man. Thanks, but they take them back. We got, who's that? We got some 71 Cowboys. Hey, what's up? What's happening, bro? Thanks for tapping in. I see 71 Cowboys there before, straight up, yeah. Or the Prison Bound, the lion sleeps tonight. It sure does. Traveling Charlie better. All right, my bad, dog. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, entertain you guys. Hey, say, hey, you know, the music's on. Right? Blasting it, on the radio. It is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're already tomorrow's hump day, guys. This day's already over, eh? So eat up all your tortas, you know what I mean? Handle your tacos, you know? I like El Pastor. I was really not a big fan of El Pastor, but now I am, you know? Depends where you get it at, right? I've been grubbing these last couple of days, man. Me, Barbie too, you know, Barbie. Shout out to Barbie. My wife, we've been on a lazy one, man, so I can get my fat butt to the gym today after y'all. You guys gonna see me at the gym, right? In a little bit. I'll throw some shorts out there, you know? You're gonna see Big D pumping it, you know? Hit a couple too. Trying to get home, you know? Kick back with the fam band with y'all. You know, 15,000, 6,000 likes. I get it. I'm not mad at you. You guys ain't saying who you are. I have a good feeling, man. I know who you are. That's what I'm talking about, hey, you know what I mean? Keep it real, keep it raw, dog. Like the sauna right here, man. But this is the best vitamin D you're gonna get, I'm telling you, man. So you guys be ready. Like I say, got more stuff. Look out for Crusted, the Crusted joint. Look out for Few 209. You know, there's a few of us out here that we're doing our thing, man. Make sure you guys tap into the G-Lou show. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing, oldies roots forever. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys tap into House of Tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Love and Grace, they do their spiritual thing tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? House of Tattoos, you guys tap into House of Tattoos. They'll be doing their devotional, you know, at House's channel. The House of Tattoos, pretty spiritual, good. You know, if you need prayer, stuff like that. We all need prayer. I need prayer. You know, guys pray for me every day, please. I pray for y'all. You know, the world's getting crazy right now, man. You don't know which way it's going. All day, huh, Tally? You know it's all day, man. You know, vitamin D, Big D. I'm taking it, bro. You know, take off yours, man, because I'm taking off mine. Oh man, this channel's gonna get a strike. Yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, man, there's just so many crazy days, and the next thing you know, man, I had a spiritual encounter with God, man. That's one thing I can say with my mom. She introduced me to God, to the Lord, at a young age. My aunt did, to tell you the truth. My aunt, rest in peace, was gone. And from there, it's history, man, you know. And even with that, you know, the spiritual relationship with God, it goes ups and downs, man, you know. I had my backsliding conditions. I had my no faith conditions, you know. My belief, you know, it's just, you know, I encountered it all, man. I ain't perfect, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed to say it either. You know what I'm saying? Because before you judge me, you know, you better throw 7 stones at yourself. Because I'm going to throw one. And it's going to hurt. No, I'm not like that, man. You know, I don't like to kick people when they're down, dog. You know what I mean? I rather extend my hand, eh? You know, lift people up, right? That's what we do, man. And just lift each other up, you know? You guys know me. I'm all about positivity, man. You know? Let me see. One of my favorites, D. Please don't throw your shorts out. Oh, you guys are being funny, eh? What's good? What you think about Israel and Iran? Chikuro, you know, if you hit that like button and you tell me you did, I'll tell you. There's a lot of things, like I said, I've been wanting to talk about. You know, there's a lot of things to talk about, man. There's so much stuff. I'm more into like the world and the world events and what's happening to politics and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you guys see me, you guys don't see me say too much about, you know, the streets and this. Like today, it was just firing off. It was weird, but yeah, what's taking place. And Israel, Iran is just crazy, man. You know, it's just, you got to understand that region, you know, is a holy land. You know, that's how I know there's a God, right? Because at a certain part of the area, that this mankind has developed itself and made a reputation, and the spiritual aspect has a movement, just like every other movement that we talk about, right? The brown movement, the black movement, the, you know, the gay community movement, and so forth, right? That movement, the spiritual movement, was first. Right? That's why it goes back to all the way back. That's why you can't tell me that the world is square and that there is no God and this and that. No. You know what I'm saying? There's roots to everything, man. It's called tribal. Why do we believe in tribes over here in this part of the world, right? When it comes to the Aztecas, the Mayans, and all that, that's tribes. Comes down to, that's what it talks about, the 144,000 that God's coming back for. They're talking about the 144,000 tribes. You know, we have an extension there. We're all brothers and sisters. We're connected to one way or another. We're connected to God, period, because we're God's creation. That's what I'm saying. The belief is so forth, this and that. Now, what happened after that? Babylon, right? You guys know Babylon and Iraq and all that stuff. You know, at that point, you know, there was a lot of, you know, pagans, right? People, you know, not everybody's gonna believe in God, bro. You know that. I mean, it's a straight up thing. It's how you were introduced, man. I was Catholic before, now I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying? Well, how do you change it? Serve the same thing. Everything's different, man. You know, it comes down to the ask point. We shouldn't be changing. That's why it's transitions, right? You manipulate something. You know what manipulation is, right? And then you could bring stuff out of your own character. You know what I'm saying? You could start. It's like David Koresh, right? Well, he thought he was Jesus Christ, right? Waco, Texas. Look at it. They fell for him. Look at people died, eh? I was like, okay, how you gonna say, how can a man be raising from the dead again? Like, you gotta be real careful, but it's a little too much heavy for your heads. If you guys want me to tap in on that, man, you guys gotta just let me know, hit the comments. But I would say this when it comes to Iran and Iraq. I mean, Iran and Israel. Israel is always gonna be hated for because of, you know, they found sovereignty in 1975 or within after the Israel war, right? And the Palestinians, you know, they don't have a local. They don't have a state. In some sense, it's kind of sad, you know what it is. But this is going back, you know, to the Canaanites, you know, Israelites, all the ites. It goes way back to history. You know, it's just they always been at war. If you guys know that, right? They have the Persia Empire, the Roman Empire. It's just so crazy. But to make a long story short, it could be pretty scary, man, because, you know, it's just boom. Let me see. Got to go, Big D in chat. Stay blessed. I send my, hey, Fume, thanks for tapping in, man. You're always welcome here. You know what's up, big dog. Gracias. So I think, in all honesty, it's a preparation. We're living revelations, man. We have been. You know, I've been living revelations since the day I was born, to tell you the truth, man, right? Because I going through the whole Bible mark, eh? I went, you know, we all go to a beginning, a middle, and there's an end. In the beginning, you know, I was lost, and now I'm free. in some sense, I went through the whole protocol. You know how the Roman, you get baptized, and that's why I did it through the Christian aspect too. You know, I got water baptized. You know, I get dedicated my life to the Lord, and from there it's just a relationship. You know, you have your good days and your bad days. You know, we turn from our wicked ways and we try to be good. So, and that's why I trip on Iran. You know, because you know anything's about war. I mean, if you have war in your heart, man, you ain't ready for peace. So, you know, it's just going to escalate. Things are going to get crazier. There's some crazy times, but hey, the Bible talks about it, right? There's a beginning, the middle, and the end. And I'll leave it as that, man. You know, there's all the Palestinians who are suffering in Gaza. You know, they're right there, no food. You know, they don't have no electricity. They've been bombed every day. It looks bad. Of course it does. You know, that's all the devil right there, man, manipulating the whole situation. This group's bad. And then it's escalating over here in our country. The only thing that I get upset, I do want to say this though. I do want to say this, is that you have people over here in this country, right? Whether you're freaking from the West Coast, you know, the only, like I said, the gravid freaking big, you know, population in the West Coast is Los Angeles, California, right? And New York always tries to say like, hey, we don't, at least we're not like California, but see, New York, it's trending. You know, you got a lot of these people from Hamas and all these people from, you know, all these terrorist groups, and they're waving their flags in colleges and bridges, holding up people from going to work and just putting a big old stop, right? Have you guys been seeing that? Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. We got about 10 minutes. I'll drop it like this. And I think that's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't be representing or holding, even though we have a freedom of speech, but you're over here representing terrorist acts. I mean, the KKK can't do that. They can't. I mean, even though they do, right? And certain, that's why KKK in certain areas, you know, they're marked as terrorist group, right? You know, because of what they believe for, you know, and that's what it is. You know, they're wrong. You know, I mean, it shouldn't be. It's not a white nation. This way, this is a nation of Indians. If anybody's a native and who belongs here, it's us. To Tyler Brown, you know, even the Afro Mexican, you know, we have Afro Mexicans too. You know, blacks were down here too. So, you know, this is not, you know, a white nation. Even though, you know, how it was governed or in the beginning found by England and so forth, this and then they made it that way, but in all reality, that's why things are changing. But you know, but things are being manipulated in the Constitution, and things are changing a little too much. And when you start changing a lot of things, man, we start losing your identity from an old identity, but then again there's a new one. So, you know, that's where it's at right now. There's a lot of things, a transition, there's a change. But like I said, man, you know, you're going to do everything, do it constitutional wise, right? Take it to the Supreme Courts, you know, go your civil rights. And, you know, you got to know your rights. It's just so much things now from what it is back then. The world is changing, people. It's turning. Now you got AI, artificial intelligence. Now they could put a chip in your head and this and that. It's just getting a lot crazier. It's getting a lot crazier, man. I got so much to talk about. I'm telling you, man. It's just, you know, I don't know if, you know, it's got the time or you know, we're kicking it. There's just so much, you know, that what it is, man. But in all honesty, you know, even Russia's getting involved, and Russia's saying if, you know, Israel attacks now, it's just like, okay, so like, it's like, you know, you go to somebody and you peck at them, right? And you go cross somebody out, that's, you know, or you go blast somebody, you know, Iran came, blasted with a 22, and now Israel's ready to blast with a SKS. You know what I'm saying? And so when they start bombing another country, whether Iran's trying to just dragging everybody to a war, I think China has a lot to do with Russia. They're all involved, all these, because, you know, Russia's getting whooped over there in Ukraine, you know, by you know, United States machinery and technology, and with the Union of France and all that, but they don't see what they're doing. They shouldn't went over there and mess with Ukraine anyway. So, you know, it was like an assumption, right? Back then, before the Olympics, remember they were talking about that? Russia and China, they had a big old meeting like before the Olympics started, Russia, or I think in China, a couple years back, right? And the next, you know, right after that, Russia went to war. They probably thought Russia was going to kick some nalgas. And it didn't happen like that, man. Because if you have a will to fight, and that should show everybody right there, man, on anything, you know, not just war. Because you know, if you're suffering from something, you're going through something, man, you have to have a will to fight, man. You know, a lot of times, you know, the Bible says you can't, you know, God helps those who helps themselves, man. You know, we got to help ourselves, man. And then when we see somebody that's down and out, we help them too. You know, the Bible says you got to lift up our brother, you know, and our sister. You know what I'm saying? We got to call it what it is, man. So, you know, you shouldn't be going over there, Russia with the iron fist. And Putin got to go, dog. You know what I mean? All these dictators, Min Xing Ming Ping, my bad, he needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Long Jong Hong, hold my Long Jong Hong. North Korea, he needs to go. But see, there's always going to be dictatorship, man, you know? I think Strange Days, shout out to Strange Days, wherever he's at, man. But he's been sending me some clips. He sent me this crazy one in Libya about how they had free health, they had free education, they had free this. You know, Libya was a pretty coming up. It's sort of like Saddam Hussein, to tell you the truth. But Saddam was local though. He wanted to take over at Kuwait. That's why, you know, intervene, man. You can't mess with resources, especially oil, because the United States will be at your front door. You know what I'm saying? Everything's about elements, man, and minerals and jewels and stuff like that, man. You got zinc, you know, you can make freaking chips. You know, you got aluminum, you got it's trading, bro. You know, there's just so much things, man, that are happening. And I think that, you know, Israel's gonna strike back. It's like a football game now. It's just like everybody's tying with each other. That's what the crazy part is. Okay, next week or sometime soon, Israel's gonna strike back. And it's just like, why you gotta let, you know? We already knew. Iran's gonna strike Israel, and it's like they waited like a whole week. Okay, should we do it? Should we not? Should we press the button? Should we don't? Should we? Okay, they're saying they're expecting it. Press the button, eh? And they freaking, next thing you know, sent 200 rockets. Only somebody got hurt. That was pretty stupid. Only one person really got hurt. It's just like, we shot at you, but we didn't. You know what I mean? Like, so now they want Israel, like, you know, they're egging it on, eh? You know what I'm saying? They want Israel to retaliate big, the way they're bombing freaking, you know, Gaza right there. And what they're doing to Gaza is crazy, dog. But you got to remember, man, it's just, if somebody came over here and kidnapped freaking, you know, 400 Americans and send them back to Mexico, you don't think the United States is gonna go look for them? Really? I mean, they're still waiting for the hostages. They're still there waiting for them. You know, I mean, to tell the truth, who thinks those hostages? I think they're pretty much gone, eh? I mean, some of them, you know, the women getting, if they're still women, you know, it's just the abuse that they're going to mentally, physically, socially, just being away from your family, just crazy, dog. It's just crazy. If you jump in, I'm jumping. Oh man, lots of people don't know about this info. They don't. That's why there's a lot of stuff, you know. It's just like I said, I'm getting my channel ready, guys. You know what I'm saying? I got in the side ski, you know, and I'm a homie, right? You know what I'm saying? And I took Chicano studies and so forth. It's just my mind. I got it for you guys. I got content all day. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I learned how to use, you know, my elements and my resources around. I'm not really good with computers or clicking on this and this is like, I'm trying right now. Then I got to work. I got wife. I got baby girl, 18. So what's more important to me? You guys got to understand, man. It's me first, my family second, well, God first, me and my wife and daughter, you know, and then my Halle. And then in some sense, you guys YouTube falls in, man. It's a lot of work, man. You know, we give a lot of our time. So shout out to all the YouTubers, good and bad. You know, you guys decide, eh? You know what I'm saying? You guys decide, man. You know, what's your preference, you know? You know, I don't get mad at you. You guys go over there, then, you know, and this and that. Long we ain't no talking, no slang, you know what I'm saying? You just keep it respectful. That's all we're doing. But yeah, man, it's just, there's a lot of people who they're not paying attention, man. And that's what happens when you're not paying attention, right? When you're not paying attention, what happens? Then you're slipping. Straight up. You ain't gotta be in gangs, you ain't gotta go to prison, you gotta be in streets, you know, like, nah, if you ain't paying attention, this is life, eh? Like I tell people, I live in reality, 100 of it. You know what I'm saying? People are like, I'm not even shocked, I'm not surprised, you know? Instead of saying, who cares, or I told you this, and it's like, nah, I'm not surprised, I'm not shocked, man. Wow. You know, depending what what's going on, like, you know, that scares me, to tell you the truth, people. You know, that war over there is just because, you know, like I said, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, eh? You know, once one nuke flies, they're all flying, eh? The great big war, the last one, eh? You know, after the Armageddon. You know, that's why I tell you, read your Bible, eh? You know, it could take you this last minute, God come right now, boom. That's all it took, eh? You know? So be quick to ask for forgiveness, and be hard to stay evil, eh? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, you know? Avoid it, you know, being evil and all that stuff. You'll need that, eh? You know? Whatever you do, gossiping, talking crap, this and that. You know, we come and have a good time, man. You know, we come and kick it. You know, come to show you what we're all about, what we do. Let me see, lots of people, yeah, let's see. Driving to all of us, regimes are all bluff. All it takes, one of those loose screws to get things off jumping. Yeah, it's all it takes, eh? It's all it takes, man. It's all it ever take. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But check this out, y'all, man. I'm gonna tap out, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, man. Share the content. It's the man who does it, the homie, the homie who does it. The man of the hour. We're about at that hour mark. I don't want to take too much of your time. Hopefully I head out to the gym, work out a little bit, maybe do some videos, some shorts over there, maybe go live. And shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. All y'all that came in support, you guys are real ones. You guys are family. You guys are friends. Blessings to you guys, male and females, family, young and old, teenage, love. Keep sharing that positive, man. Keep enjoying life, man. Best time of one of the best times of the seasons. I'm always following the seasons. Got season of celebration. We can get out a little bit more. No flex zone. Show our skin. Show what you do. Hang out, crew. You know what I'm saying? You guys be blessed. No stress. Ready to confess. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank y'all, man. But check this out. I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll see you later on another channel. Support to everybody. God bless you guys, man. But it's been an hour, but I'm out. I might go live or take some videos at the gym because I'm feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get back. A little gordito right now, man. Gotta get ready for the summer. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Talk to you later, man. God bless. Peace. Bye.